Okay. Stop it, asshole! Roger.
Diplomatic community.
It's just been revoked. Breathe in your life. You're not dead. No, don't die. You're not dead until I tell you. You got that? You got that, Riggs? You're not dead until I tell you. You got that, Riggs? You're not dead until I tell you. Breathe. With me, breathe. Now breathe.
Hey,
breathe.
Raj.
Okay. Yeah.
Raj.
Yeah.
Raj, in my pocket.
Your pocket.
In my pocket.
Oh. Yeah. Here you go, buddy.
I want you to throw those things away. Those things will kill you. Really.
You son of a bitch. I thought you were dying here in my arms.
Come on, no, man. I didn't die in your toilet. I'm not going to die in your arms. So sure as shit.
You son of a bitch.
Where are they? Are they all gone? Bad guys, you get them?
Hey, they've been decaffeinated.
Oh, you... Don't make me laugh. Oh, Jesus.
Perfect.
Knox.
Diplomatic community.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know, there's nothing more orgasmic than an old white man and the old finance white guy, and you have to sit there and guess, what country do you come from? Where do you hail from? And it's always like a mystery, and we're like, oh, that nigga was Swedish. You be like, what? In this case, you got a South African.
Oh, of course.
I was just going to say that well, this was like late 80s up into the early 90s where a main villain, if the main villain wasn't from wasn't from England or some shit, or Germany. Yeah, if they're not from England or Germany, then 9 times out of 10 they're from South Africa. Then you get that one. No, hold on. Then you get that one fucking wild card that just happened to be from Australia.
And it's not.
Or wait, you saying Riggs was the bad guy the whole time?
Oh,
kind of twist. Kind of. No, you know what? I have one to add for that.
No. Like, no, I don't want to. Like, no, Duke, don't do that, because I don't want to turn this into the Karate Kid thing where fucking Daniel was the villain the entire time. I don't want to do that.
Look,
I don't want to do that with Riggs, even though we clearly could, but I don't want to do that.
Riggs to me is like a Michael Jackson video. Yes, it's full of good, but do you know how much this shit cost? That's exactly what it is with Riggs.
All I'm saying is, you gotta imagine, folks, this is 89. This is like apartheid South Africa. Like, that was a thing. Like,
that's the thing that killed me. I get it, apartheid. Yes, it's apartheid. But they had bombs and shit. I'm like, I think y'all thinking of the NRA. I don't think...
Who knew that Hans from the Mighty Ducks could be a legit bad guy and very convincing?
I did. I always told you that he could. It's like, no,
Nah, Josh Ackerlund, who is still alive to this day, by the way. I thought he was dead. I was like, oh, nah, this motherfucker's still alive. I'm like, wow.
Man, you know what?
Actually, something I noticed when I saw our villain, Mr. Diplomatic Immunity. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm really not mistaken here, I'm jumping ahead here. After he gets killed, did we notice that he faked his death and went on like about a good 5 or 6 years later to become the main antagonist for Nowhere to Run?
I forgot about that. No, we can make a connection. I think we can make a real legit connection instead of saying that he died and lived and shit.
I mean, look, he jumped off the boat, scooped up the money that was in the freaking river, and whatever money that was left from that container that dropped, all under the freaking eye of the cops, not even noticing, and he just escaped into the freaking farm towns.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Within 2 years, he already has men to work for him excavating just various farmlands and shit.
Yeah.
Hold on,
dude. And all it took, here it took a white guy and a black guy as cops to mess up his plan originally. But over there, what we got was we got a freaking Belgium who happened to be from Louisiana. He comes in as one single entry and fucked that whole plan up.
All I'm saying is y'all guys skipped the most important part of his life when he pestered Bill and Ted in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, sir. Just saying.
Oh God, he did do that.
Yeah, he was Chuck, the guy that was like, well, you guys got me in the cage, but if I go back in time and I have the key to get out of the cage, I was like, this is getting ridiculous, movie. You're getting ridiculous. The time game was ridiculous.
It keeps going and going and going.
It's like...
But you gave me a wedgie, but in turn, that wedgie helped me to unleash my true master plan that will destroy the universe with this magical penny I have in my hand.
I love Bogus Journey. I love that movie.
To tell you the truth, CJ, I really wish they could kept that time game going because I want to know like what more bullshit they could have pulled out of their ass.
But yeah, Josh Ackerlund, man, I love him. He's that's British thespian actor.
Thespian. Somebody who comes when he sees college words on his.
This guy did King Lear. King Lear. King Lear, man. When you do King Lear, that means you're important. All right, you're doing.
That means That means that you have to do. It's almost in the same vein of being Rick James in a Rick James skit. You have to go at it with a certain type of nuance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, man.
You gotta go with gusto.
Lethal Weapon 2, I would say, man, this is like, the first movie had its funny ones. The second movie, they really upped the ante on just the antics and stuff. And the fact that off the break this movie opens with them chasing said South Africans.
No. You know what what did it for me? Because my movie was still loading up as it came on for me. So when you see Lethal Weapon 2 and you see Riggs all wow, and you see Murtaugh turn at him looking great, looking like, look at this crazy white boy. The shot froze for me, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, there I am, Murtaugh. Years after being retired. That's my partner. Butch asking why we got here and why we chasing these South Africans. Well, it's a Richard Donner movie, and motherfuckers want to see that shit. So here we go. And it turned right on when I said that. It's somewhere Joel Silver is in the back doing coke, but somebody still got him on a leash. See, Eris, when you say that, why they cut back to Joel Silver and it's like some Bridget Nielsen girl that got him on the leash. He's doing coke. You hear the freaks come out at night by Houdini played in the background. He over there. Okay. I have this fucking idea, right? Think about it. The fucking computers, right? But inside the computers, there are other computers that are controlling you, the fucking human, man. Yeah, I gave you the. Hey, dude. Honestly, I wrote up the concept. I gave it to this tranny. He said he's gonna write it up with his brother. It's gonna be fucking awesome, man. Oh, God! Stop my cock now. Yeah.
But the Shane Black is like, but sir, I don't want you. Better start doing it unless you are not making any more movies.
Actually,
Shane,
wait.
Shane, get some fucking bananas in here. Why bananas? Get the goddamn bananas, Shane!
Meanwhile, Shane's walking back to go get the bananas. God, I can't wait to make my own Predator movie.
Yo, this is long trail of blood going all the way down to Joel Silver's nipple from his nose. And guess what? The midget girl who's trying to put something in his butthole is not trying to stop it.
Yo, I gotta say here, man, like, maybe, I don't know what the budget was for the LAPD, but how is it that Murtaugh has to drive his own vehicle in a fucking pursuit? They didn't have no spare fucking cars?
You know why? Because when the department was going through that racial profiling thing that happened the previous year, Riggs and Murtaugh said, nah, we ain't about that life. And, hey, it's boys club, man.
Or, Murtaugh is pretty much rolling in dough at this point. I mean, he's restyling his house, getting all this type of all this. I'm like, dude, really?
But I'm laughing at the fact that you're driving a brand new Rambler fucking station wagon, and you take it in a police chase, knowing full well, this is Lethal Weapon. Your car's gonna get fucked up. Just FYI.
I'm like, dude, you pushing this motherfucking Caprice station wagon. I mean, yeah, true talk, real talk. It's a V6. You got the power for it. But at the same time, you're still chasing this. Like it's normal. You just see a station wagon like, yo, is Carl Winslow in the motherfucking car behind him? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man?
I would love to see like a destruction derby race between between Danny Glover and that damn station wagon and Martin Lawrence from Bad Boys in his station wagon.
Man.
But you know what? Murtaugh, like that one bitch that get fucked up at the club every week, but somehow gets home every day. He crushes it. Murtaugh, and look, I love how the car does not take no damage until he gives the wheel to fucking Riggs, who immediately knocks the bumper off the damn car.
It's like, well, fuck, and Murtaugh has my wife's gonna fucking kill me. Brand new fucking car, she's gonna kill me.
Hey, D. Shaw, 3 Black Geeks. Hey, Murtaugh, couldn't you just take a regular fucking cop car?
Well, the reason why I didn't is because
it wouldn't be Lethal Weapon if they did.
See, when you said that right there, Eris, when you said that right there, I heard the saxophone.
Oh, God.
By the way, I love this movie. By the way, Murtaugh takes multiple L's in this movie. Mostly his car, but yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I went ahead and I did the I did the drinking. I definitely did the drinking game. I took a sip every time that damn saxophone sting came in.
Oh, you died.
Well, I'm sorry you the dumbass. I'm sorry you the dumbass that made it 14 minutes in and said, I done drunk 9 times. What the fuck?
Hold on. First of all, notice I said sip, not a shot.
Hey, real talk though, man. I died laughing at the fact that at the end of the chase, right? And how the guy's car flips over and stuff, he escapes. They kick the truck open and all these gold fucking coins drop out there, and Riggs and Murtaugh look at it, and Murtaugh's like, man, I could pay off my house with this coins. I could do this.
Right. They run through that shit at least 2 to 3 times throughout this movie. Like, man, there's a whole bunch of money. Man, I could pay off my house with this. Man, I could put all 3 of my kids through college with this.
It's like $21,000. I'm like, really?
Can I point out the fact? Can I illustrate the fact that
1980? First of all, that's 1989 money. Yes, you could. That stack of $1,000 bills was enough. Was more than enough to send all 3 kids to the best school in the country.
But now, if you would make that movie now, it's like, yes. With this much, I can send my kids to at least 2 to 3 semesters of college.
I'd like to point out the fact that even to this day, cops get paid for shit still. That sucks. I mean, it's like, damn, like, really? We're doing this?
And that's why you gotta respect your fellow officers. Blue Lives Matter, guys. They don't make no fucking money for you guys to act like niggers. I'm just saying it.
Meanwhile, Eris's boy from fucking Breaking Bad is one of Riggs and Murtaugh's boys, Hank.
Oh, fucking Hank.
Hi, Dean Norris.
He still has a bald head even in this movie.
Hey, I'll say it for you guys. Hi, Dean Norris. You won't have a career until 1999, and still really won't have one until like 2008.
Damn.
Well, good things come to those who wait.
And also, this movie lies on how you dislocate your shoulder because Riggs makes it look so easy.
Yo. All right, real talk. My cousin, who fancied being an action star, tried doing that and actually almost fucking dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, he really did the whole let me hit my shoulder against the wall.
Yeah, stupid.
I gotta admit, I keep going back to this, and I'm pretty sure you and Sue picked up on this and stuff. I always go back to that fucking HBO after school special with Ben Affleck playing the guy on steroids, and he keeps hitting his shoulder against the wall and shit.
Yeah,
I never seen that.
You never seen that?
Oh God, I remember that.
Because again, that was during a time where folks did not know like what steroids was, and they over exaggerated what it truly was.
I loved. Who's that? Kevin Nash was on fucking CNN during the tragic time of Chris Benoit's death. Yeah. CNN anchor says to him, "So you did on steroids?" And his Kevin Nash, because he's drunk all the time. Yeah, I did steroids before. So you ever had roid rage? What the hell is that? Great face, Kevin. What the hell is that? He's like, the aggression. I mean, yeah, you got mad, but that was what wrestling was there for.
I guess, like
Kevin Nash, ladies
all
and
the
gentlemen.
news organization just stares like, okay.
Kevin Nash, ladies and gentlemen.
And I like, and thank you all, Duke, because he did say, so this is the problem with you news people. No, like steroids don't work that way. He's like, so you mean to tell me everybody did it? Hell yeah, everybody did it back in the 80s, man. It's illegal now, and I understand, but I'm not going to be ashamed because I did it. Everybody was doing it.
You know what, D? That illustrates why I love Kevin Nash, because he gives no fucks. He's just like, nope, just going to say it out there.
And what was saying? So you think steroids had something to do with Chris's dying? No, that's like a mental condition. How dare you? I don't like how he took the fence.
The fact that he threw in the how dare you. The fact that he threw in the how dare you is what made it.
But anyway, that's my thing. I laugh at shit. But yeah, my cousin did that. But that being said, I've done stuff off of movies I thought would work in real life. Like to this day, I still think jump on something and it will hover, like on Back to the Future. But God hates me, so it never happened for me.
I mean, I don't know, man. I watch so many movies that I think, you ever watch movies and you see somebody jump off like the second floor of a balcony and they land on the ground perfect. I feel I'm going to break my fucking leg if I jump off the second floor.
Nigga, first floor for me.
See, CJ, see, this is where he messed up.
Tall. That's CJ, the sad part too.
Oh, see, CJ, you tall. See, that's what's gonna mess you up. You too tall for that shit. Now, unless you can drop down and immediately combat roll.
No. You know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to combat roll, and you're gonna see me the next day in a fucking neck brace because I almost broke my goddamn neck trying to combat roll. That's what's gonna happen.
Like I said, you too damn tall, and life doesn't like that.
Hey, Chris, you're gonna be like that girl off of YouTube, not YouTube, off of Twitter, where she jumped off like whatever. All you saw was bam, and you just get up like nothing bad happened, and then cut off the camera.
No, she held her back. That's gonna be me like, my fucking back, goddamn. Now here's the thing.
It's gonna be great to see Chris jump off there and fall apart like Popsicle Man. Just click.
It's gonna happen when I have kids and stuff. I'm gonna be like when Rob Dyrdek, when he was telling Big Black about some girl he saw jump off the roof and click clack both her legs and shit. He was like, "Bam! Ah!" Fucking Big Black's like, "So she just click clack both her legs?" He's like, "Yeah." "And you took her to the hospital?" He's like, "Yeah, man, you a bolder man than me. I wouldn't have did that shit. Have fun."
He said, "I wouldn't have did that."
It's like she jump off the roof. She know full and well what's gonna happen when she jumps off the roof. That's gonna happen, you know. But anyways, so Riggs is into straitjacket and stuff, and it's the usual Riggs antics that we're gonna see in this movie and in Lethal Weapon 3 and Lethal Weapon 4. These are just little quirks that Riggs does, and stuff. And Murtaugh wins the bet and stuff because put the money on the desk and stuff. He wins. And the police psychiatrist, who is a mainstay of the remainder of the series and stuff, she's trying to make sure that Riggs is okay, and Riggs is trying to be the funny man and stuff. And I mean, I like to think by this movie he's okay until we get later on and stuff. But I guess Riggs isn't taking it as seriously as she wants him to take it.
No, let me tell you something about Miss Psychiatrist.
Yeah.
She is one of the more useless characters in this whole fucking thing.
She's the foil. She tries to be the foil for Riggs. That's what it really feels like.
Because in this one, she's trying to get Riggs to talk. In the next one, she's trying to get motherfucking Murtaugh to talk. So it's like, yo.
The fourth one, she's just there for shits and giggles. Like, so, Riggs.
You know what she's there for? She's
cameo.
there for yeah, not a cameo. She's there just so the saxophone can play.
Let's see.
I mean,
just to say that she stares in saxophone.
Man.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a saxophone. Actually, no. My favorite is. Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
Because the kicker is like this one. She's like, "Why are you doing crazy stuff like a straitjacket?" Third one, Riggs is like, "Well, I like this woman," and she's like, "Well, Riggs, that's great. You're making headway." And then he pops a joke, and she's like, "Oh, Riggs." Fourth one, "So you're gonna marry this chick?" Like, so you're just there to be the angel on the shoulder, I guess. Yeah. You know what Duke stares at saxophone. You're right.
I don't know.
Quick. Okay. All right. For timestamp, quick. Somebody get that. We need to get all four movies of the Psychiatrist and meme that shit. Stairs and saxophone.
Somebody has to, man. Good God.
Here's the kicker. So we get back to Murtaugh's place, and Murtaugh is having his garage revamped, and he's getting a new addition to the house and stuff. And I like how the contractor who's just nailing the floors, he nails it once. Both the cops take out their guns and aims at the helpless contractor. And I'm thinking to myself, I know, right? And I'm thinking to myself, oh, cops. Now here's the thing.
In the words of Dave, and then in the words of Dave Chappelle, oh, this racism.
Can I say that? Hold on. Can I say that the contractors are sure taking their sweet ass time fixing this man's garage?
I mean, maybe the check bounced. So
I'm just saying. Bro. Hold on. The first one came out in what, 84?
Yeah.
No, 85, 87.
87.
Okay, 87. Even then, 87. Here we are, 89. Y'all still fixing this damn garage?
Hey, well, you know what? Hey.
I can tell you why. That's very simple. Murtaugh's black. Something went down.
Probably.
You know what happened.
Hold on. First of all, Murtaugh's black. Murtaugh's black, but he's a black cop. He's a black cop with a freaking fishing boat.
Yeah, I know. But shit went down. Yeah. Where let's just be real. The wife collected $50,000 of debt on credit cards. We don't look. We're not going to talk about it. It just really set back.
This dude was in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, waiting for his daughter's commercial to pop up on here. I'm just saying.
Wait, CJ. First of all, correction. That was a tuna sandwich, and everybody was boycotting tuna. Therefore, only eat albacore.
Second, Eris.
Wait.
That bombed up, nigga. That you just heard him. We just heard Chris. I'm trying to stop the fight. You won.
Yeah,
you
won.
just
No. There was something else I was going to add to that too. D, since you mentioned that his wife she collected $50,000 in debt off of credit cards and shit. What I was going to add to that was, so is that the reason why his family plays a super minor role in this movie?
And his family. His family.
Almost non-existent. It's like, all right, we're 10 minutes in. They showed up. They was like, hey, we're going to hug everybody. Oh, we're going to sit down and watch this commercial. Never to be seen again.
We'll see. Hey, kids, we'll see you when your house gets invaded. Speaking of which, I'm like,
I do like the fact that the commercial sounded like it was all the like it was a condom commercial. You just like that look like, Murtaugh's look like, oh no.
All I'm saying is Rihanna is looking finally legal now. She's not a high schooler anymore. She's college.
Hey Chris, careful with the way you say that.
Let me retain that. All I'm saying is,
hey Chris, I smelled Henny coming off your breath when you said that.
That was a little ashy there. Let me rephrase.
That wasn't ashy. That was just very McKelty Williamson in a leather suit drinking Hennessy type of wine. You just drive. She's finally legal now. Yeah.
That's your uncle at the family reunion when you bring your girl at the family reunion and shit. You know that levels.
Hold on.
No, wait. That was some straight. Hey CJ, that was some straight up Matthew McConaughey stuff right there.
That's a big McConaughey move, man.
I get older and the girls stay the same.
All I'm saying is, like, I laugh at the fact that his daughter did a condom commercial, and I like Riz's reaction where he was like, where he wanted to laugh, and he's just looking at his watch like, so Rod just pop in 3, 2, 1, nothing.
It was like, here's my thing. I get it.
He covered his little girl's face as though she's gonna not notice there's a condom right there on the TV screen. That's all I'm saying.
Also, I like to say, very bold of there being a condom commercial in the 1980s at that time. That's very bold. Very good. Very good. Very.
I mean, can we also accept the fact that that was quite a clever condom commercial for the 1980s.
He was all excited and stuff like that, and just like there. And I like the fact that her boyfriend was there. And Murtaugh's like, I forgot to do that. Like, you can leave. He's like, but sir, I was free. Leave now.
Like, look, I have a gun.
Okay.
Here's me. Blue lives matter.
Blue.
Tamar Rice was murdered. I know that's funny, but it's fucked up.
Are we also gonna forget?
No. Say that again. The terrorized.
Tamar Rice was murdered.
Sinister sting.
Are we gonna forget the fact that also the fucking white contractor was watching the commercial too? Was like, yeah, that was actually pretty good commercial.
My man over there with a hot dog in his mouth, like, hey man, look man, I gotta be honest with you, I gotta give me some of them condoms, bro. Yeah, man, beef sex is beef sex. Know what I mean? Your daughter changed my life. No more crabs for me.
Oh god.
Oh my god, man. No, but here's the kicker though. So right after all that, we finally go back to Mr. Diplomatic Immunity himself as he's eating a nice steak with no steak sauce because he isn't a savage like fucking Donald Trump. And
you know how he's bad that he eats a steak well done.
No. He eats a steak medium because that shit didn't have no damn ketchup on it.
I mean, there was nothing,
no ketchup on it. So clearly, he knows a good steak. All right.
In other words, everybody, he had a good white man steak. It's more rare than cooked. Trust me. That's what it really is.
Hey, D, hold on. First of all, that wasn't a good white man steak. That was a good South African villain steak.
Yes, it is.
African. From Johannesburg, South Africa.
To show how ballin' he is, and to show how rich he is, this fool has a fucking big-ass fish tank with different fishes in it. That's how you know he ballin' like shit, and he got the finest of steaks. All right.
Nothing says villain like having an assortment of fish in a fish tank. Buried in the wall, by the way.
He also lives in a house where you say So the architect seriously drew this up, right? He lives in one of those houses. What was the architecture in this place?
I wrote down here, and I literally said, and I quote, "I love how my man that escaped from the car didn't notice the plastic sheets on the floor when he walked in to really give off the sign that he's a dead man, but whatever. I guess he just doesn't fucking give two shits."
Well, you gotta understand, man. If you see plastic on the floor, you're like, "Oh, boss, who we killing?" And that's when you get the little, and you're dead.
And he's like, "Well, I'm sorry."
Yo, my man lit up that Newport and just shot him in the head. Had the cigarette hanging out of his mouth as he shot him. I fucking died.
I would too. I mean, the fact that he told him, "Oh, it's okay. You know, everyone makes mistakes, and as you said, things happen."
He just leaned. No, he didn't even lean. He just slightly nodded his head over to second in command over here. Boy pulls out that silenced pistol. Pew!
My man had the black man cigarette hanging out of his mouth look going for him as he shot him in the head.
It's like, well, we lost our friends.
It's like I think your carburetor's broken in that car, there, dog. So
as soon as he popped him in the head, we already saw our boy. Picks up, took another bite of that steak and said, "Now, cancel that bitch. I will get another."
Because he has plenty of white South Africans at his disposal. I aspire to be his security guard, his second in command. That dude has the most chill job ever. It's like, yeah, you're there.
Wait. All right, CJ, let's think about that for a second. Do you really want to be that guy's second man, knowing that you're going to get taken out by a crazy ass Mel Gibson?
Well, I mean, in the moment. At the moment.
When you go into a job like that, you have to prepare for anything. Being taken out by crazy Mel Gibson, or being taken out by a white dude that he's dressed like he's a b-boy, getting beat up by a dude with skates on, getting beat up by a girl named Blaze, and getting beat up by a kangaroo. What fucking happen to you some days, man?
I'm just saying there are things that
if you are a Shiva shit will happen to you.
Yo, gold star for you, D. Thank you. You invoke one of my favorite beat 'em ups of all time.
Here's the fun part. D, I'm a Final Fight person, so that kind of hurt me because I couldn't remember Homeboy's name.
You see, I missed out the opportunity to hum the fucking.
Hey, look, real talk. Fuck what anybody says. That soundtrack is gold.
The soundtrack's good. Soundtrack good. I don't know if this means anything to you. My boys, they like Final Fight more. They beat Streets of Rage. They play Streets of Rage too, and they play Final Fight. They like Final Fight.
It's because of Cody, ain't it? Cody and that guy.
No, you know what I think it really is? I think
like that Haggard. They like that.
No, they're like us. They love Capcom, and Capcom is really good. So.
Old Capcom most of the time, when they get
I'm about to say most of the time.
But those are old. But you gotta understand it's older games. You know what I mean?
They're gonna be in for a rude awakening, D, when they hit 18 and Street Fighter 10 comes out and it has DLC from Jump, and they'd be like, "Dad, what the fuck is this?" Well, I told you, son.
No. They already know that shit now because when they showed all the people for when Street Fighter had that update and they showed all the new people you're going to get, right? Donnie was like, "So how much does Sakura cost?" He was already ready.
You know what? They're just lucky. If Capcom could find a way to put go back into time and put microtransactions on Final Fight, Street Fighter, Streets of Rage.
First off, dude, they already had us by the balls with microtransactions. It was called the arcade. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
They already had us by the balls.
The arcade and the mini iterations of Street Fighter 2.
And they were mean. Do you know that dollars? I'm talking like almost equivalent to $50 went into the damn machines on a daily basis just to get to Mad Gear, so Mad Gear can cheat like a motherfucker.
Now here's the thing. As Sue pointed out here, our Mr. Diplomatic immunity basically catches wind the fact that Riggs and Murtaugh were the ones that busted homeboy in the gold coins and stuff. So they pay a visit to one Murtaugh and tie his family up. Tie him and his wife up while they're in bed and basically tell him to stay the fuck away from the investigation and dip.
You know what I love about that, CJ? That was just a warning.
I know, right?
That was efficient. What though? It was efficient. Like it was really like, hey, chill the fuck out. See how you feel right now? Terrified? You terrified? All right, good. Stay the fuck away from us. You understand? All right, good. South Africa, apartheid forever. Peace.
Yeah.
Free Mandela.
No. Fuck Mandela.
Mandela ain't never. Yeah, they were part of apartheid.
Oh shit, that's right.
Mandela ain't shit. That's what it is.
Mandela ain't got nothing on me.
No. This is all you gotta say. All right, now shut the fuck up. Mandela ain't shit.
Now here's the part where Sue also said this is where the family disappears because Murtaugh says, "Yeah, I sent them off to Rianne's mom to their grandmother's house." So the family is done for the movie at this point. They're gone.
Yep. Bye, family. Bye. The image of the black family needs to be in this movie more.
Which, I mean, I think it was benefit for Riggs, though, because it's like Riggs is in the wind. He lives on the beach like a nomad. He don't really have a fixed address.
His dog.
Yep, it's just...
And honestly, he stepped his game up from Looney Tunes to Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. I got this thing. This thing just kicked me in the balls. It says foreshadowing. And I'm like, how is that foreshadowing, D? I don't know. Three Stooges, Mel Gibson being Riggs. They ain't going to cross over. That ain't going to happen. Never mind. I'm sorry. That's just, I don't know, gas. I'm sorry, guys.
So, basically, this is where we get introduced to Joe Pesci as Leo Getz. And
because whatever you want, Leo gets.
Ha!
Yeah.
So basically, what was happening was Leo was in witness protection because essentially he was taking money off the top from our South African compadres.
I
mean, he was he's pretty much been skimming
like
off
a motherfucker.
He was skimming them for years.
Now I think all four of us have watched movies enough to know that skimming only is going to take you so far before somebody cracks wise to that shit.
We getting low. Our pocket's a little lighter, Leo. What's up, man? Like, okay. It's a little light, but it's okay. Okay. I'm like, dude, shut up.
now,
like at that point, once they figure it out, it's just don't shoot me in the face.
You know what, Eris? It reminds me of our favorite movie, Casino. Where remember when Jimmy said it? He said skimming happens all. He's like, yeah,
hey man, no, I got you. D, I got you. The line in question was, it says, hey man, this look, these are from my guys. It's considered leakage. Leakage my balls. I want the guy who's robbing us.
See, the thing they didn't understand was that people take off top all the time, but you try to explain it to these old fucks.
I mean, the fact that he said, you just got to give my guys some leeway, man. Look, they trying to line their pockets just as much as the rest of us. I mean, it's money being poured in here. There is enough for all of us. Why are y'all tripping over this?
I gotta be honest.
I'm just saying, it's just leakage, Eris.
I gotta be honest.
Look, I'm the one that's flying. I mean, that's taking the risk, flying out from St. Louis to Las Vegas, having to go through security, knowing I'm only walking through there with a goddamn briefcase filled with $1.2 million in cash, and you think that I'm not gonna get nervous over this? No, we all getting money.
Yeah, bitch.
I gotta be honest with you.
Look at this. Taking $50 because I want to go in first class.
I want that upgrade. I need that upgrade. It's a 4 hour. It's a 4 hour flight. Fuck you. I want first class.
No. You said it wrong. Yeah, fuck you. It's a Spirit flight. It's first class. I don't give a shit.
The funniest movie that I thought was hilarious, and I know the movie wasn't trying to be hilarious when they showed a character getting found out of skimming, was when fucking Sony Chiba found out Han was skimming off of DK in Tokyo Drift. I fucking died because fucking Sony Chiba played that shit so smooth. Like, yeah, this book, these numbers are looking pretty good, but how is it that I can tell that I'm getting skimmed and your dumbass didn't figure this shit out? And I've been knowing this shit for 4 years. I was just fucking humoring you.
Oh, hold up, CJ. Hold up. And just to add to that, when his nephew tried to say, "Look, even if that was the case, it couldn't have been much. I mean, it could have been nothing that we can't get over." All right, nephew, I'm about to give you the most eloquent speech ever in Japanese. It was for want of a horse. When he gave him that message, bruh, he ended that whole thing by saying, damn, looking at this picture of me and your father together, I really do miss him. Sucks that we lost the war, though.
Yeah.
My man, you know what? And all he could do at that point was bow and shed that one man tear.
I gotta kill my boy Han.
I gotta kill him.
It's like Nino killing. It was basically the equivalent when Nino had to kill fucking Homeboy and shit. That's basically what it was.
When Nino had to kill G Money.
That's basically what it was. DK was like, I gotta kill my boy Han.
Well, it's come.
What can I say, man? That speech.
But it was so hilarious because he was like, "Yo, he knew that shit for like years and didn't say shit to his nephew." Like, I'm gonna let this dumbass figure this shit out.
I'm gonna let him figure it out. Like, look, I may own this shit, but I'm letting my nephew run it. And as long as shit's not going absolutely haywire, I'm gonna let him figure shit out.
I think he would have let him continue getting skimmed. He was like, "As long as I'm getting my fucking money, I don't give a shit."
I'm mad as fuck that y'all don't want to talk about my man Leo Getz. Y'all just want to
No. We get to him. It was just I had to bring that up. But like,
no, see, I was getting, and the thing is, I was getting it because it's funny how Joe, like, because I can make a lot of connections to like with this movie. You got Leo Getz who plays the Skim, who years later, again in Casino, would be the guy who knew about the Skim.
Yeah.
It's always it all connects, and then everything else here.
Oh, and I'm gonna make another connection when we get to that part. When we get to this other part in a minute. But yeah, let's keep going.
Now here's the thing. We saw a foreshadowing of apparently our South African bad guy has an assassin trying to go at Leo, and he comes in there with the food and he busts out the silencer. And I just like how all three of them, Riggs, the assassin, and Leo, conveniently managed to land in the pool, and I'm like, "That's convenient."
No. Even when they went for the pool, here's me. As soon as they land in the pool, dead. You are so dead.
Even if you landed on the 6 feet side of the pool, you get injured at least.
No. Hey, you know what? Leo Getz got a bloody nose, so that counts. And you know why Riggs didn't get hurt? Because the main character.
No. Riggs punched Leo.
Riggs
That's why
punched Leo.
Yeah.
But Riggs is the main character, and the bad guy pretty much has a bit of plot armor until he gets taken out via surfboard later in the movie. So there you go.
Yeah, you know what? If we go to San Diego and we get a hotel and there's a pool behind it, I'm gonna just do what this movie did and jump off the 12th floor of the pool and see if I survive.
Well, that's case. Well,
it wasn't that high.
Well, that's the case.
It was pretty fucking high. First of all, that was pretty fucking high. First of all, you jumping from that height and you going down that damn fast as solid matter. Bruh, hitting that water is like hitting goddamn concrete.
Pretty sure.
And I was like, even if I give you the benefit of the doubt of you breaking through and not instantly getting hurt going into the water, even if I give you that much, your ankles are broken.
Click, clack, done.
In other words, bro, even if you jump from that height and survive, there's no way you're getting out of that water and you're gonna go on a goddamn foot chase after that.
Yeah.
Oh man, my nigga got up and ran over it. But like I said, the best part about that though, Riggs punching Joe Pesci in the face 5 good times. That's
it's
how
funny.
is that fine?
But it's funny how Joe Pesci can basically be annoying in movie here, but yet could be just be also in Goodfellas, Casino, and such. It's amazing, and be comedic in Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Basically any non-mob movie you see that side of Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it was just funny here that he actually nails fucking annoying character very, very, very fucking well, and it pisses me off.
Now, here's the thing. So
I do like. Oh, real quick, D. I do like how his filmography goes. He does this movie. This is 89. 1990, he does Goodfellas. 1991, he does Home Alone.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny? He goes annoying mob guy, comedic guy, like comedic burglar,
foil.
And somehow
comedic foil.
I mean, it's
That's what you call that, ladies and gentlemen. You call that talent.
You call that range.
Oh, and one other thing. And he cut that freaking Wise Guy mixtape.
I'm just laughing at the fact that Moonwalker was his was basically his segue of trying to go into Lethal Weapon. That's amazing, ain't it?
Bruh, God, that is so funny that he did come straight off of Moonwalker.
That was his audition tape. He
Hey,
came.
Joe, are you done? Are you done, Joe? Yeah. What you want to what you fucking want? Yeah, Lethal Weapon. All right.
Wait. When did The Bronx Tale come out? I mean, even though he had like a small role in that movie, but when did that?
Was like fucking,
that was 91, wasn't it?
Yeah, 91. Yeah, it was like
damn, he was
like 91.
Bruh, he was busy. No one. Okay, so that's why his role was small.
Actually,
shit
you know what?
movie.
You know what it is. I think there was another movie that he did, Once Upon a Time in America. That was another one that he did too.
Oh, he did do that.
Yeah.
Bro, my man was busy.
I got a question. I got a question, Chris, and it's gonna break it up a little bit, but I think he was in it. But was he in that movie Gotti with John Travolta?
No, he wasn't. It wasn't.
Let's see.
I wish he was.
Speaking of which,
God, I know. I wish.
Has anybody seen that?
No, I'm thinking about seeing it, but it looks terrible.
I've heard people say it's terrible, but it's like, is it really that bad?
I don't know.
0% of Rotten Tomatoes. Let me just check again.
All I heard is that Travolta is terrible as John Gotti. That's all I know.
It's a shame because my boy Stacy Keach is in that movie, so it's like, damn, like, huh?
Oh, it has a 0%.
Yes.
Wow.
Stacy Keach it's like Stacy Keach is in that movie and you somehow waste him in that movie? Fuck. Huh.
John Travolta, Stanley Keach, William DeMille, Chris Monkey, got Proto Vance, Kelly Pearson, Chris Carson. They got good stuff, actors around, but man, she's Louise.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. You get a whole bunch of good actors together, and somehow they put out a very terrible movie.
Yeah.
All I know is that they were trying to get Joe Pesci to be in it at first. Now, I don't think he was going to be John Gotti or whatever, but the problem was John Gotti is a bit of a tall man. Look at Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
You don't think they could have done the Hugh Jackman treatment for X-Men where they make him look either the same height as everybody else or shorter?
No. Them X-Men movies said fuck all that, and we're just gonna keep Hugh Jackman the same goddamn height.
No, but they really did legit try to like make him like anytime he was on screen, with with other people, they did try to make him appear to be the same height as everybody else.
Keyword try before they just gave up.
But yeah, guess what? Fun thing is that they said Joe Pesci was gonna be it, but he was like filed a $3 million lawsuit against producers, claiming breach of contract, and he said after he gained 30 pounds for the role, he actually gained weight for the role. He was like, oh sorry man, we're gonna give you a different role. He said screw it, and he rolled out because of that.
I would have too.
And you know what? It's because of that instance, everybody said from that point on, the production was just straight up like it was over. Like from a production standpoint, it was already over. It was like Babylon. That movie with Vin Diesel, Babylon, whatever it was.
Babylon AD. It was done.
It was doomed, and Vin Diesel was like, "Don't watch this shit."
Yeah.
So. That's what he said about Gotti. So I just want to know if he was in it. But I knew that Pesci was connected to that. So I had to bring that up.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But it's crazy too. But back to the movie. So after all that, Leo, as Duke pointed out, is that he's explained the whole skimming technique, and he points out to where he was previously at, where the bad guys were at, which is big on the house on the hills, essentially. And per Lethal Weapon, as soon as they get there, hey, shootout happens, and gun starts going off.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise, it starts going off. So one of the guys is dipped on, I think it was a tow truck, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, tow truck.
Yeah.
Get into a car chase. And I gotta wholeheartedly say, I never knew you could die by a surfboard. I didn't know that.
Bruh.
I didn't know that could happen. I mean,
Dude, look, with all that, like, we also gotta mention the fact that motherfucking Riggs did what he usually does in these movies. He fucking surfs himself on motherfucking cars.
Hangs off cars, almost dies.
But that's Riggs in a nutshell, man. Riggs is that type of character.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. So I'm thinking about, and so, I just gotta think, what's going on in the writer's room when they make these chases? Okay. All right, guys, picture it. Big booty hoes by motherfucking playing in the background, right? Joe Silver is currently got like a Mardi Gras mask on, and there's like, he's like, all right, and then a surfboard cuts his head off. Shane, you like that, Shane? Shane has a motherfucker drink in his mouth in his underwear, typing. That's fucking brilliant, man.
Hey, you know who was supposed to play Leo instead of Joe Pesci?
Who?
Joe Pantoliano.
Joe Pantoliano had fucking done the same damn thing. Pantoliano would also go into another copycat, if you will, of Lethal Weapon, with Lethal Weapon, when he did fucking Bad Boys. So
yeah.
Hey, kind of worked out.
Yeah, it kind of works out. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, that makes perfect sense now.
Another buddy cop movie. This time with Joe Pantoliano as the fucking chief. Speaking of which, y'all, we have heard, or is the rumors true? Or are they really doing Bad Boys 3?
Yes, and as I pointed out on Twitter, fucking Martin Lawrence is excited because he finally has work again.
Hey, you know what? At this point, why not just make it a TV series so they can have decent work or something?
No.
Hell, just replace Will Smith since he actually has an acting career with something else. He has a
you know why, Duke? It's because they tried it with Rush Hour, it tanked. Lethal Weapon is actually working out. It's actually a pretty good show. They tried it with Beverly Hills Cop, no dice, because CBS was like, "Fuck you, Eddie, we're not doing that shit again." And yeah,
the thing with Eddie is Eddie wants Beverly Hills Cop 4 to be a movie, not necessarily a TV show.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know who has a license for Beverly Hills Cop who wanted to push it as a TV show. That was the thing.
I think that belongs to Eddie because Eddie really has a lot of ownership to his shit. So I think that is under Eddie.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Blumhouse hasn't just knocked on his door yet.
No.
Blumhouse is gonna be like, all right, Eddie, you can do Beverly Hills Cop 4, but you have to do it for a $5 million budget. And he'll look at him like, get the fuck out of here. Nah, bro.
How we gonna do this shit? Come to find out, they get all these unknown actors and it'd be like John Wick.
Oh my god! You know what? After watching this. Oh, by the way.
And then you get the dubstep version of fucking the Axel Foley theme song. You be like, this thing ain't that bad. Look, you be sitting there like this. Ain't a bad theme song actually. Decent remix. Yeah, it's pretty alright. That's alright.
Since when is fucking Axel Foley John Wick? Is this in the same theater? Is this in the same universe? I don't know, man.
Just imagine 60-year-old motherfucking Eddie Murphy going off on motherfuckers. That'd be fucking amazing.
Oh man! You know what the funny thing is? I'm watching this movie.
He's literally one-shotting everybody.
Yes. You know what the thing is? I'm watching this movie. I'm like, you know, it would have been amazing. It would have been crossover with this Lethal Weapon series with the Beverly Hills Cop. I honestly
I would have loved to see
that. Would have been nice. That would have been nice.
Yeah. Just to see Billy and Riggs, just the interactions alone.
Billy Rosewood, good old Billy Rosewood and Riggs just They would have a cop off right there. Like, who could be the most over the top cop by the third act?
Or Billy's old partner from 2 and stuff that retired. Him and Murtaugh had the whole retire.
Friggin' Taggart.
Taggart
and Murtaugh was just like, oh God, what have I got myself?
Exchanging war stories on how their partners are just crazy assholes and shit the whole time. Like, this motherfucker over here.
And Taggart would pretty much, you know what? Taggart would pretty much be staring in saxophone most of the film.
Dude, Taggart would have been like, yeah, you get this guy literally, we pulling up to this damn guy about to shoot out the bad guys. This dude has damn 2 shotguns and got a trench coat. You see this guy? This guy did that. Can't believe this shit.
Hey, look. You see this white shit? Did you see this white people shit that I'm seeing right here?
Hey, look. He said, hey, look, man, that was nothing. See, there was this time that I was trying to stop this terrorist. He had kidnapped my daughter. And I showed up with a grenade. I made it look like it was the real thing, even though it's just a smoker. This white motherfucker over here, he's got a goddamn sniper rifle, and he can't even hit the main bad guy. What kind of shit is that?
It's like 2 years with
how hard is it to hit? Like, how hard is it to miss Gary Busey's teeth? I'm just saying.
2 years hit my teeth. 2 years teeth made of pure American whiteness.
2 years to retirement. Am I right?
That's the problem. See, these teeth are made from pure meat. You know what that is? Pure meat. That is gray plutonium Busey. Me. That's what I'm talking about. Because, see, we all got to understand that we're star children. And as star children, we are one in the universe the same. See, God is many different people. Like, he's a big guy. He's a midget. He's a woman with big cans. He's a lot of things, man. You know what I mean? So inside your own vessel, you know what I mean? Vessel. It was kind of funny when I saw Daddy Glover's penis. Amazing thing. And that...
Yeah, can I say for the record, the shit is so fucking hilarious to me because it reminds me of that shit with God. Okay, because I was about ready to go into something with Gary Busey and Ice-T and shit from Surviving the Game and how Ice-T is like making up stories like this motherfucker.
All you saw was the white of his head.
I swear to God, man. I swear. And, yo, how is it? Before we get back to Lethal Weapon, guys, if you get a chance to and stuff, I think I put it on our website here when we did it with Mo on Surviving the Game. How is that the dirtiest fucking guy in Gary Busey, who was dressed like Davy fucking Crockett, busted the door, and you see his white teeth with a knife coming at you? It's like, do I compliment him on his teeth while he's trying to kill me or what?
Oh my God! It was like looking at a really freaky version of Mr. Game & Watch running at you, and all you see is teeth and shit. It was weird. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I gotta imagine Ice-T had like 20 takes because he's trying not to laugh.
I'm like, hey, Mr. T, what's wrong? Man, I'm sorry. You see this shit, man? You can't be doing that, man. See, look, son, understand. I look like a crazy person. Don't worry. Been called a crazy person ever since I was 5. And the reason why, because when I was 5 years old, I had this hump right on the back of my leg. I think it started when I saw my mom's penis. My mom's penis was like...
Oh my God. So here's the thing. So my man, in the middle of this traffic accident, gets a fucking surfboard to the fucking face. And I was like, holy shit, you can... Yo, I'm not even joking. As a kid, me and my dad are watching this, and I looked at my dad like, so you can die with a surfboard hitting you like that? And he was like, yeah, I guess. And I'm not even joking. He said, I guess. I was like, okay. And I was like, he died from a surfboard. Like, I think he got decapitated or dead. Yeah, I think decapitated
or if anything, CJ, it was just lodged like through his freaking neck.
Either way, man, I was just like, that's a shitty way.
Either way, I was.
But then again, you gotta understand something. See, CJ, the human body is quite frail, and just about anything can like turn it into like honestly anything can turn the human body and make it look like a damn cheese grater.
I know, right? Like when me and Eris was looking at motherfucking Cannibal Ferox, right? it's very easy to just to bite in the skin like nothing. I mean, like straight up, just like nothing. Just chew right into it. Big old teeth marks like a cartoon. That happens.
Yeah.
Listen to the Cannibal Ferox podcast, guys, because somehow a lot of people listen to it the whole way through. I'm very much shocked. Still to this day, in 2018.
Fuck you, man.
No, not in a bad way, because it's like, somehow, like, you gotta understand, folks, we have a history on the show where there'll be some, like, movies that we enjoy, and they're, like, the downloads will be like, so only 50 people downloaded this. Fuck you guys, we love that episode. Then Cannibal Ferox comes through, funny episode by all means, but it's such a, like, out there movie, and somehow it's, like, high fucking download, and I'm like, god damn, what the fuck am I missing? Like, I don't know.
Look,
I don't know. Funny episode. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look, CJ, look. You're just look. We're just as shocked as you, okay? Especially me. I thought that when me and D did it, I said, man, look, this was a hilarious episode. No one listened to this. Only people that would be curious would be people that watch fucking Cinema Snob and knows about Cannibal Ferox would probably check this out. Few weeks later, holy shit.
It was like, you see these download numbers? I was like, what is this for? Cannibal Ferox? I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that shut me up.
Oh, man. But yeah, it's so he dies. They go back to there, and South Africans, they're packing up everything. And I also noted here that not Kurt Hennig was being held at gunpoint by Riggs. Every bad guy in the South African troop literally has the mullet.
Oh, and by the way, I do love during the whole movie when he figures out the whole, all that stuff. He is trolling the hell out of him. Riggs is like everywhere, man.
But his but I like how this starts the subplot we saw in the first movie, how Riggs' wife died. The second in command was like, Riggs, that name sounds familiar, and I'm like, oh boy. Boy.
I thought he's going to come out that, I'm actually your second cousin. Ta-da!
Man, listen. He's like, I'm really your dad. Oh, man. But yeah, when he said...
or he would have hit... or he probably would have hit him off with something like, Riggs, no wonder I know you. We were in the same command back in the war.
We should talk about the war, man.
What if he sat there and was like, how was blah, blah, blah? Oh, yeah, me and him had a fight out last Christmas in front of Murtaugh's yard, and we shot him. And all of a sudden he's like, well, he was a dick, so, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, fuck that dude, man. Fuck that dude. Some of my wife. Yeah, I knew you guys knew.
Oh, man, but yeah, so our boy Hans literally sits there and was like, diplomatic immunity, and basically,
Now, who's the dickhead?
Okay.
That's just like straight up, like, what, bitch?
All right, D, go ahead and say what you said in the group chat when you when you saw that line.
What did I say? God, what did I say?
You said, dude, you already said it. Mr. Diplomatic Immunity was me if I was a rich white villain.
Oh, yeah. There are always
that's white privilege right there, man.
It's white privilege heiress in his 60s who has been sitting on his father's money for the last 15 years, making an empire of my own. Now, if you excuse me, we're going to Los Angeles just to blow people up for no apparent reason.
Because honestly,
seriously, what is their plan?
To basically get gold coins and dollars and to basically be rich dicks. That's their plan.
Look,
to be rich assholes.
You gotta understand, I think bad guys in the 80s, they had it made because your job was essentially to be an asshole to all of Los Angeles, the population, basically.
Yep.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
I gotta say, this is the second. This is the second fucking Lethal Weapon movie that's taking place in the 80s, and I have yet to see one good jury curl.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
You know why?
Hold on.
There's no soul glow.
Nigga, it's LA. There's something down there.
First of all, it was 89, and No, there is no excuse. It was fucking 89. Everybody was rocking that shit hard.
I like how my man that played the FBI in Die Hard is part of Riggs and Murtaugh's group of cop buddies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Like, yeah, we're gonna turn the power off and just let them heat out, and then they'll negotiate. I'm like, shit ain't gonna work, dog. Hope you know that. Just FYI, you don't negotiate with terrorists, but you'll learn the hard way, dog. But yeah, so they get there, and Riggs meets up with love interest, aka Hans's secretary, and basically it kind of starts the subplot of Riggs getting a love interest and stuff. Who
can love again.
Who is basically 2 days to retirement because she's gonna die.
No. It's not. No, first of all, it's not even 2 days to retirement. It's you're the love interest to the main character who's already had bad luck with women. Enjoy your 1989 sex scene because believe me, it will be your last.
It's like a choose your adventure. It's like you're the love interest. Choose your death. Death by drowning, death by shot in the head, death by sleeper hold, neck snap. Take your pick. All right.
Death by via Houdini.
Sleeper hold, neck snap. Wow.
No,
good one, Chris.
No. They went full. They went full left field. Death by off screen and appear later.
Nigga, the mafia death. Head here. She got the mafia death. They tied fucking concrete on her legs, dropped her in the water, and she drowned. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, they gave her cement shoes and called it a day.
That's a light death. A lot of love interest, if you want to be honest with you. It's like they could have shot her and then gave her the concrete shoes, but they was like, nah, you get the concrete shoes. You die a slow death.
But before all of that, we see the two, we see that she was clearly trying to get in our boy Riggs' pants here.
Oh, it's the Riggs charm. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's the Riggs charm. I get that. And God, what is it about white South African women? Because I actually know one who, she doesn't necessarily look like her, but she rocks that same haircut as her.
Like the Charlize Theron South African.
Yeah. I mean, bro, she has the exact same haircut as her.
Now, here's the thing. Now, the following scene, Riggs and Murtaugh decides, all right, and this is Riggs' idea. He's like, look, they came to your house, tied your ass up. How about we go to their fucking humble abode and fuck with them? And that's what they do. They go to there and they're protesting outside the embassy and stuff. And Riggs is there smoking and stuff. And I like how he's staring at the camera because he knows Hans is looking at the camera and he's all like doing the Riggs, like, head nod and laughing. I'm like, oh boy.
You're lucky this was not social media back. He would be on his like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, doing like.
I was thinking the same damn thing,
bro. He would have been shit posting a storm.
Oh man, I mean that's
why the Flyers suck, and so do your mom, bitch.
He would have had like 10,000 different accounts. You're like, why is these people? I just blocked. I protected my tweets. Why does he keep finding them? How does he
like Kevin Durant? Like Kevin Durant, fucking Hans has a burner account and shit, saying your mother ain't shit on his burner phone.
Dude, he would have been super messy.
The second in command been like, "That's why I killed your wife." Oh shit! How do I delete that?
How do I delete that? And this is early Twitter. Wait, hold on. This is like the super early stages of Twitter where you can't delete it.
Yeah.
Oh. He's like, yo, what was that? I was like, nah, man, no, man, I was hacked.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Now, here's the funny. So here's the thing. So they get to where they call Leo, and they're back at Murtaugh's place. So Murtaugh's on the toilet. So all of a sudden, and this is the part. If there's any funny part of the movie, this is the funny part. Apparently, the motherfucker Murtaugh's MO because they put a bomb on the toilet.
I mean,
hold on. Not just any bomb on the toilet, but the fact that they put a bomb on the toilet and had the common courtesy to write on the toilet paper, "Boom, you're dead."
Dude, that's delicateness right there. How did you know that he was going to precisely pull the toilet paper right at that moment to see it?
Yeah.
and I love the fact they were like, like the first time in my life, I was all alone.
Cause I'm sorry, you know he could have easily just pulled more out, just wiped his ass with that, and not even say.
It's like, well, my first time, I finally alone in the house taking a dump, and he's like, I can't move my legs, Riggs. I can't move. I'm paralyzed. I'm like, okay. And he says, make sure no one tells him about this. Just keep it between us.
You told Riggs of all people not to make a big deal. It's like, come on, nigga, it's Riggs. You should know your partner enough to know.
And the fact that Riggs asked him, like, how long you been there? I've been sitting here all night.
Look, I've been on the toilet. I've had moments where I'm on the toilet reading the paper for like 30 minutes and my legs fall asleep a little bit. All I'm saying is, yeah, like I feel for him, man, because your leg is done. Fucking done.
Could you
imagine?
Wait, hold on a second. Could you imagine if this was like a couple of years ago? My man would have been like, "Look, I've been sitting here all night playing Angry Birds, trying not to get nervous.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Trying to take my mind off of this.
Look, I've been playing it, and now I'm stuck. Going to like World of Tanks now." And now they're like, man, I can't do anything now because I got these stupid microtransactions. I can't really get upset because if I get up, boom.
Duke. And one other thing, because this is a couple of years ago, just because this is years ago, shit, my charger's in the other room and I can't get up and I'm on 5%.
My God.
I turned the brightness down. I can't see a damn thing. I can't even play this game no more.
It's like, I quit.
I can't get up. Look. Was that 5%? Oh, 4%. Kill me, God. Just kill me.
And even better, you had, imagine if this rig, like I said, social media, it could have been all over the place. It would have been like, cop can't get out of the toilet because there's a bomb and such. It'd be our TMZ getting in there.
Just imagine that shit, man. See, like this Bill Maher. You know what cops are doing now? This is Lieutenant Murtaugh. He was on the toilet. He was on the toilet.
Oh my God, man! See, here's the thing, man. This is also where I learned about the idea, because, like I said, as a kid, you look at movies and you think movies are kind of a one-for-one correlation to real life. But my dad again told me this and stuff. The bomb people, they do freeze bombs and stuff. So like when I heard the guy say, "Yeah, we froze the bomb and you got 30 seconds," I was like, "So you can do that? Freeze bombs?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." Shocking.
Yep. You learn something from that and from Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. Except at least in Metal Gear Solid 2, you freeze the bomb. That shit was done. This movie was like, "Yeah, you only got 30 seconds, Riggs. So good luck, nigga."
No. The trick of Metal Gear Solid 2 was freezing the bombs arms them.
Well, I thought it gave you that click thing, and that's when the bombs were basically diffused, essentially.
No. See, you didn't. No, remember that was Fat Man's plot twist. You had to freeze the bombs, and after you froze all of them, they activate.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that's what it was. And, at least I'll say this. Murtaugh, at least Murtaugh survived his explosion. Well, Snake, with the smash.
No, wait, you mean Stillman.
Yeah.
You mean
Stillman?
Fucking Peter Stillman.
Stillman and Snake during that whole smash directing, man. All he did was hide in the box. Yeah. Didn't get out. Just like said, man, look at my series, man. I'm done.
But you know what? I'll say this though. I did like their moment where they're just laughing and joking and stuff, and at this point they're like, I guess we gotta dive into this tub and hope for the best. And doesn't he pull Murtaugh on 3 instead of 1, 2, 3 basically?
Yeah, when he asked him, so wait, are we doing it on 3 or are we doing it on 1, 2, 3? We'll do it on 3. Like, okay. And the look that Murtaugh gives Riggs is, he's like, "Look, man, we're on a goddamn toilet. I don't want to die like this. I'm just saying."
Hey, Murtaugh, you're not gonna die. We got at least a couple more sequels here.
Hey, so. Look, I don't blame him because that is, no pun intended. That is a shitty way to go out.
Shit was going to literally hit the fan if this went wrong.
Speaking of which, they dive into the tub. You know, that part of the house explodes. To which I'm like, so did Murtaugh wipe his ass after everything's done? Did he shit himself again when it exploded?
I would not be surprised if any of that took place. I mean, bro, you just survived a bomb blowing up your toilet.
Yeah, but I mean, highlight something that I like about.
I mean, my gosh, man, that let me tell you something. I love the fact that the toilet was like the thing that just crashed into the dude's car. I'm like,
yeah, to his car of all places to go.
Bro, and Murtaugh catching L's, and it's not even.
We didn't even talk about the condom tree. That
man,
yeah, there was the condom, bro. Murtaugh caught so many L's, and it hasn't even been an hour yet.
That should be the leaf. Like, just drop the lethal, or just just put the L right next to Murtaugh. That's that's what it is.
And my thing is, it's like I like this is what I like about 80s bad guys is that they didn't fuck around. Like if you fuck with them, they'll fuck with you 10 times over. So, like, the idea that they said, you know what? This motherfucker's fucking with us. All right, bet. Bomb on your toilet. How you like that?
We're gonna go with that.
I would never expect that. Like, think about that for a second. So, a place that you go to just do your business, and there's a bomb attached to it. It's like, fuck. Like, shit.
If you really think about it, this was I would say this is the terrorists going through levels. These bad guys, they're going through levels of how to get to our protagonist here. See, the first time they were very polite. They offered the warning of tying them up in their own house and telling them, they tied them up and told them very politely, "Don't mess with us. That's all we ask. Do not mess with us." Yes,
what you had one job, Murtaugh.
Yes, we did put you and your wife in a mildly life-threatening situation here, but bear in mind, we didn't show up with guns. We didn't do nothing. We just quickly tied you up, said don't mess with us, and then we disappeared. Now you had to go and do this shit to us, so we figured, okay, you want to humiliate us? We'll humiliate you and kill you at the same time.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess that's what happens when you shot a man's fish tank.
Yeah. I mean, look, the fact that like they get there, and I like the whole thing with Leo and Murtaugh, where Leo's like, "Yeah, my friend wants to go back to South Africa," and then just Murtaugh just pops out of nowhere, and the white dude is like, "You want to go back to South Africa? What why?"
I don't think that would be a really good idea to do that. Why not? Like, well, because you're black. Yeah.
And
yeah, I want to go back. Like, I want to go to South. Yeah, no, I realize I love the fact he said, "Yeah, I'm black," and Joe Pesci's like, "Yeah, he is. He's quite
black.
Very black.
Yeah.
He's very much black.
Yeah. Look, he's black. He's one of those. What do you call them? Negroes. Yes, that's what he is.
Negroes.
So he says. He says. Oh, he said, "Look, I want to go down there and I want to join the revolution. I want to stop the oppressors. For trying to take over like South Africa, you know." So then, of course, he causes a scene and oh god, then hired goon shows up and escort him outside, and of course they join in on the protest. Free South Africa.
Free South Africa. No, sir. It's free South Africa, you son of a bitch.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So, meanwhile, Riggs pops up into the bad guy's lair and stuff, and he's poking around and stuff, and going through his papers and such like that. And as Sue pointed out, after his showdown with the second in command Hans here, he shoots out the fish tank, and Hans is like, pick the fishes up. I'm like, hey, dude, they're dead.
Not just pick the fishes up, pick them up with your hands.
Your hands, man. And he tells Lewis looking, staring at like menacingly. He's like, hey, get down there and pick the fish up. Pick them up with your hands. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, but it's funny though. It's just like, yeah, I mean, hey, some of them fishes might be dead, and that means some of these bad guys might be dead too.
Get them from Eris though. Take them out with their hands. That was just perfect. We're just here to white privilege in that. Like, I have men that can kill you.
I snap my fingers and you go dead.
That's perfect. Perfect.
You cannot be any more white privilege villain than that.
So after all that's said and done, Riggs and Homegirl, they flirt inside a supermarket, and that's when Riggs like, come on, why don't you just come to my place? And they dish the groceries and stuff. And and we get our obligatory, sex scene of the 80s, obviously, of these kind of movies and such.
Like I said earlier, CJ, good old 1989 sex scenes.
Yeah. So this is where Hans is second command.
That male gets some ass though.
Yeah. So this is where we kind of get Hans in second command playing even more hardball, because they start going after everybody in the crew. You got the guys playing a card game, and I think they get shot up or they get blown up. I think they get blown up.
They got blown up.
Yeah, they got blown up.
Just about everybody got blown up.
The black dude just working out. He's like, like, hey, what the heck are you doing here? And he just the second brother.
He shot his ass up. I was like, damn.
I love how you asked him, hey, have you ever seen your brains on the other side of the wall?
What?
And then you had the woman who was actually
fucking one line in Batman lines and shit.
He was like supposed to be Bob from Batman '89. He's like he failed that edition. He said, "Screw it, I'm gonna put this stuff in here."
Yeah, I mean,
Then we get cop with. How can I describe this? Because I need to be messy, but not messy. we have Lady Cop with slightly middle-aged rat going on. She gets blown up off a freaking diving board. Who puts a bomb on a diving board?
You mean Vasquez? You mean Vasquez from Aliens?
Dude, yes. I died laughing because she just went in the air flat.
I was like, wow, that was amazing.
Now to the uptrade.
Tell me, we gotta do. I was like, can we just watch? I was like, I'm about to rewatch that. I was like, this. I know it was supposed to be. Oh my gosh, this is supposed to be terrible and such. I shouldn't have, I should be laughing at that, but
I mean, just the fact that it's like, so what would have happened if she decided she's not going to go swimming today?
Or worse, she's like, oh, I have a cramp. Ooh, I could go sit back down.
What if one of her kids was on a diving board? It's like, son of a bitch, he's a cold-hearted assholes.
Or worse, is his husband, like, I'm gonna go to the pool, man. No one's doing that. And then next year blows him up. He says, like, oh my gosh, my honey. Oh, my husband. Oh, wait, I never liked him anyway. So, screw it. I can find somebody else. So,
meanwhile, Murtaugh's going back to his home and stuff, and they had tried to attack him there, and he gets a nail gun and shoots the shit out of a bunch of them. And I was like, that is awesome. Death by nail gun. Yeah, I love it.
So nice. He did it twice.
Yes, he did. So, meanwhile, Riggs, he's running away from the guys because they found out where he's at. And he gets his last kiss in with Homegirl. And that's when, they kidnap both of them.
Oh, but I do how Riggs fight back. He was actually taking it out with his machine gun. Looking somehow like red-brown or something. Like, all he needed was explosions and that yell. Why didn't
bullshit? He needed something extra. He needed like going off in the background or some shit when he did that.
So, in sort of a twisted way and stuff, they throw him down underwater in chains and stuff with the straitjacket, which is foreshadowing because they don't know that Riggs can get out of a straitjacket and stuff. And him doing the straitjacket bit early in the movie. That was foreshadowing. Yeah, and as he's getting out, he sees Homegirl dead. As I said earlier, they don't shoot her or anything. They just drop her ass in the water and she's dead, drowned.
They didn't waste time. They were talking Riggs. I'm like, you can just shoot him and kill him now.
And this is where we get crazy Riggs, because Riggs,
just like you cost him not once, but twice he goes off and murks everybody in there, man.
Yo. Here's where we get crazy Riggs. After he murders the two dudes with the chain and shit, right? Like how he grabs his fucking
Riggs. No, I'm sorry. I have to abbreviate this as Riggs is on I'll cry when I'm done killing mode.
Yeah. Because he's
like, and it's like when he was crying, like, basically yelling and that, like, trying to be like that rock-ass Rambo yell that he was doing.
He did the shit that fucking Kingpin did, Homeboy and Daredevil, when he fucking talked shit to Kingpin, and Kingpin took him outside and slammed his head into the door like 15 times. That's basically what Riggs did to Homeboy. So
no, wait, hey CJ, he slammed his head to the door and then sat down and said, "When I was a boy."
And give like a 15-minute soliloquy, and we got like a black and white picture and everything else.
Yo, I love Daredevil season 3, but man, I would hate to be a henchman when it's like, all right, Kingpin, yeah, so we're gonna go out to Sweet Frog with you and so y'all can get some froyo and shit, and then all of a sudden he just goes into a story about how his dad took him to a frozen yogurt place, and he beat him.
Or worse, he talks about, what they said in the Bible. So,
God, here we go. And then the Kingpin's looking at him like, what did you say? Nothing. I love this story.
I love this story, man. I think it's good. He just stares, and then the saxophone plays.
All hail Kingpin, yeah. So, Riggs calls Murtaugh, and Riggs is pissed. He has his Ford F-250 right there, and he's ready to fuck up some people. So, he decides to get some chains and chain up the fucking house where the bad guys are.
And this is where GTA 5 got their inspiration.
I love that mission in GTA 5, by the way. That even though it was kind of like, you fucked up my house. What the fuck was that, Trevor?
That was
that wasn't. No, that was Michael. Michael was pissed off because he thought the tennis or yoga instructor or whatever was fucking his wife, and so he chased him all the way to that house that was owned by Martin Madrasso.
It's like, you son of a, I'm gonna fucking take out your house. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, that's. I'm like, dude. Man.
And what made it so great is that Michael was clearly Riggs and freaking Franklin was Murtaugh.
Murtaugh was like, "Oh man, what are you doing, dog? Why we gotta do this?" It's like, well, yeah.
And then, but thankfully they saved Leo Gats and everything. Not the fact that he was ducking every time the gun shot. Like, what do you got? Like some Spidey sense or the Leo Gats sense or something like that? He's like,
Yeah, Leo was tough, man, because they beat the shit out of that dude, and I'm like, so y'all guys didn't kill him.
All right, CJ. Again, you gotta take this into consideration. Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna count the shit that happened to him in mob movies. This guy who survived getting smacked in the face with not one but two fucking buckets from from the damn guardrail in Home Alone, and survived getting hit in the head with a damn brick.
Very
and he survived his head getting caught on fire, his hand being burned on the doorbell. Just, he's put up with a lot of punishment. This is light work.
Yeah.
The quote Raul Julia, nigga, this is Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean, it turns into a hell of a, because I mean, this is again, if Lethal Weapon 1 had like a crazy ass finale and stuff, with Riggs escaping and stuff, because I mean, it's the same thing we're here. Once Riggs escapes out of like a huge circumstances and stuff, that's when you get crazy Riggs, when he's about ready to fucking kill a motherfucker.
And rightfully so.
And I just like how, to show how serious he is, he has a hat on to really, hide the mullet and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, he really serious about killing people now. All right.
My man put on that baseball cap that said, "Yo, I'm about to go in." Now imagine, it's already bad enough. He found out the guy who killed his wife, also killed his would-be girlfriend. Imagine if Sam got it.
Dude, man.
If the dog had to bite the bullet.
Man, yo, Riggs already had the crazy eyes. All right, let's just
Yeah.
You already had crazy eyes. You already knew what was up here. But here's the thing. So they finally decide they know the fact that they're going to be at the docks because that's where they're transporting a lot of the weapons and the gold coins and all that stuff at. They decide to go there, and Murtaugh ends up. Here's the thing: they come upon a boat full of money, and I like how Murtaugh and Riggs have this conversation, and Riggs and Murtaugh was like. Riggs is like, man, I could send my kids to college with this money, and da da da. And I like how Murtaugh is like, I don't know if I could take this money, and Riggs is like, fuck it, take it, just take it. Your kids need it.
Like, do something good with drug money. Do something good with it.
And Murtaugh still is on some like, nah. And I'm like, come on, dude, come on.
Come on. And besides, you know what? You know what's gonna do? I mean, besides, man, he doesn't need that much money. Heck, he's a cop, and he's told, he'll be fine. The house will be refurbished anyway. So, under a cop salary too. So he doesn't. That's like extra cream. He's okay with that. So there.
Man, my black ass would have took that money in a fucking heartbeat, man. You lost.
Then again, Chris Tucker pretty much did the same thing. Rush Hour though. He's like,
hey, shit, it's
no one saw it.
It's all money.
It would be really awkward. Like, you're depositing how much, sir? And you're a police officer.
You're an LA police officer.
Beep 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 beep.
funny money here, dog. Oh man, but yeah, they get there and they have the shootout and stuff. And Murtaugh has his one-on-one with Mr. Diplomatic Immunity himself. And I like how basically we get the line, Riggs, Murtaugh basically, does the whole neck crack and he shoots our boy. And he says, your diplomatic immunity has been revoked or some shit. I think he does say that. It's been revoked. So yeah, it's something. It works and stuff.
No. You said it all the way wrong, Chris.
What did I say?
No. They finally chase him down. They have it right there. He turns around. Diplomatic community.
Yeah.
But the best part, I did love.
I
love though. Everyone gets murked in the way they murk everybody, but the best way was when Riggs, just killed the dude with that ship thing. I was like the box or whatever, just smashed him. I'm like, why don't we get that stuff anymore in movies anymore? Why don't we get that?
What a clobbering death or something?
No, something epic to take down the villain and such.
I mean, yeah, because that was very Metal Gear Solid killing the boss type of. He dropped the whole motherfucking. What was that? A rig?
Nah, that was one of those.
That was the rig.
That was
He dropped the trailer on him.
He dropped the trailer on him though.
Oh.
But you got it. But here's my thing. I want to know how the body looks. Is it flat like a pancake, or is it like just like splatter?
Like the cartoon.
I would like to ask that same question not only to Riggs but also to Van Damme for when he killed Griffith in Double Impact by doing that same thing.
Yo, dude, this is a very Looney Tunes way of killing somebody. Yeah.
Well, hey, that's a bit of a callback to the first Lethal Weapon.
But no, that being said, though, Murtaugh, they finally chase him down. Diplomatic immunity. Pow!
It's just been revoked.
And it was the brother that said it. Yeah.
All I'm saying is this, man. I like when he does drop the fucking container on him and stuff. The typical, as we see in Lethal Weapon going forwards, the typical slow motion before the person dies death. Oh man, you gotta love that shit, don't you? Did you know originally this movie was supposed to end with Riggs dying?
You know what? I'm not surprised that they flipped it on us like that because
yeah, I ain't surprised either.
Yeah, that was originally, and much like how we have test audience and stuff. Test audience didn't want to see Mel Gibson die. So yeah, like and apparently like the way that they filmed the ending with Murtaugh holding Riggs, apparently that was supposed to be him dying until they changed it up, basically.
Yeah, they're like, wait, Joseph, like, wait, oh, what?
Franchise.
Like, what are you doing? Trying to kill Shane? Come in here. Shane, get your black ass.
And that was Shane's Black idea. You're right. Shane Black originally wanted to kill Riggs, and then they was like, "Nah, we got to franchise this shit. Keep him alive."
Shane, you fucking fat Jew! Where are you, Shane? Shane. All right. First off, Shane, I got 2 fucking questions for you, alright? Number 1, where the fuck is the coke tray? You know where the fuck it is, you fucking prick. Where is it? Second of all, did you fucking kill Riggs? Yeah, I did. You fucking piece of shit. No more. But you can't have Martha, you can't have Tammy, and you're sure as hell not having Steve. No, but I want Steve. I know you do, but all of those midgets are mine. Not yours.
And he got Joe Silver like man, this script is a little iffy in here. He crossed out Riggs' death and put him to stay alive, but it's like smeared with like God, cocaine man. And some other sticky substances.
I swear to God. And Mr. Silver, we don't want to talk about the one scene you had of Riggs having sex with this, as you say, dope ass Latin midget. That's just not right for the little people demographic, and quite frankly, that's just rude. All right, fuck it, man. Just take it out. But Riggs stays alive, all right? All right. Now, if you excuse me, I'm about to write. It's going to be called Die Hard with a Vengeance. You're going to say it's stupid, but it's going to be awesome because it's going to be Bruce Willis and a fat Mexican guy, and they're going to save the day. They changed it to a black guy.
Now, here's the kicker. I have a feeling, and maybe Lethal Weapon 3 alluded to this when we talk about this stuff. I got a feeling Murtaugh and Riggs took some of that money that was on the account and shit, because Lethal Weapon 3, by that time, Murtaugh stopped complaining about money by that time.
I'm just saying, is this one of those alternate universes where Riggs and Murtaugh was like, hey, so we're going to tell everybody, don't be telling nobody where's that. We go.
Exactly. Yeah, hell, there's like, don't you tell anything about that, okay? And then you have Leo.
Like, come on now, Riggs. Don't say nothing about that money. And you know me. You know I'm a good 6 years away from retirement. Wait, you just said that you were 2 years away from retirement. Nigga, that don't even matter right now.
Trying to get my 30.
You gotta love that he changes up how many years he's got left of retirement.
And yeah,
oh man, so yeah, that.
Wait a minute. You said it was 3 years. Now it's 7 years. Bitch, why you asking questions?
That's too much questions there, Murtaugh.
You ain't in my bank account.
No. Actually, he hits him with. Wait a minute. Like, hold up, Murtaugh. You told me it was 2 years. You're too close, man. You're too close. Starts choking the shit out.
It's like big dick energy. Oh my god! So thus ends Lethal Weapon 3. I enjoyed this movie.
Lethal Weapon 2, you mean?
2, my bad. Lethal Weapon 2. Yeah. What's crazy? This movie, and I think one of many things that we talk about in every episode that we say. We always talk about how like the 80s and early 90s they were stacked with great movies and stuff, and they always made money. This is a movie that toppled Batman 89 on its third weekend because Batman 89 was number 1 for 2 weeks.
And then Lethal Weapon 2 just came, swooped in, and said, "Yep, we're gonna take from you."
Yeah, so it went like this: Lethal Weapon 2, Batman, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Ghostbusters 2. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Dead Poet Society, Karate Kid 3, Weekend at Bernie's, which came out the same weekend as Lethal Weapon 2, Do the King, and Great Balls of Fire. That's your top 10.
Hold up, can I say, wait. Did all those come out in the same, what was it?
Same year?
That was, okay, that's same year. Bruh,
Could you imagine if all those movies came out in the same month?
Actually, they technically did, because Weekend at Bernie's came out the same weekend as Lethal Weapon 2. Karate Kid 2 was out 3 weeks into its run. You had... This is all 4th of July weekend, by the way. It's going on its 6th week. Ghostbusters 2 was on its 4th week. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was on its 3rd week. Do the Right Thing was on its 2nd week. Great Balls of Fire was on its 2nd week. So all these movies were kind of like in that like spectrum of 4 to 5 week-esque territory of being out, and they all were still making money.
Boy, 1989.
And here's the thing: Honey, I Shrunk the Kids gained more audience members on its third weekend. That's the crazy part. That's a rarity, because usually every movie every weekend they lose a percentage, but it somehow gained it that weekend. Like, So
I'm just still my mind is still blown, man. Like, you could tell the movie industry was looking at that final year of the 80s and said, yo, let's go out on a bang.
I mean, I saw the kids in the theater too. That's.
Oh yeah, me too.
I mean, that was some good times there, man.
Man, why? Seeing a big ass ant, then you see the Cheerios, and then you tell yourself, "Wow, it's nasty."
No, D. So you didn't just see the big ass ant. You saw a big ass ant get fucking seismic tossed by a goddamn scorpion.
I know,
and yeah,
right?
they did, and I love the fact that movie basically made it like, you know, the ant was another person.
Yeah.
Oh, that ant didn't give a shit about them.
Meanwhile, somehow they made it a pet by the end of the movie. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
They even buried it.
White people. Only white people.
They buried it Rambo style. They had mud, rocks, and dirt, and shit.
And somehow they took an ant in as a pet. Which, by the way, I like how Honey, I Blew Up the Kid completely ignored that shit. Like, that was stupid. No.
Yeah, it
did. That didn't happen.
Funny how that was the sequel, and it just, I don't know. I don't know about that sequel.
Hey, you know what's even more sad, though? You can forgive the sequel because it still made its money. I like how the third one just went direct to DVD. Straight up.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, that shit ain't going in theaters. Fuck that shit.
Wasn't that like Rick Moranis' like last flick?
That was the last one, because I think that was the last. I think by that time, Disney was like, we can't make any money off of this Honey, I Shrunk the Kids series. Yeah.
Let's see. I want to see what. Let's look at. He retired at 1997, like 2 years after the Flintstones.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Flintstones was.
Which I remember my brother watched in the theaters, and I'll never forget this. Like, after the movie, they stood up and cheered, not because it was a good movie. They're like, "Oh, thank the Lord, that movie's over."
Yeah. So, anyways, that's Lethal Weapon 2, and tune in as we continue on with Franchise Month with Lethal Weapon 3.
When the franchise started showing its age.